The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Snap comes at one, and it's Carr. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Joey Bosa in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. That's called setting the tone right away.
It certainly is, and it lets you know just how important communication is amongst the offensive line. They talk about it all the time, knowing each other's moves. You've got to be coordinated and in sync. Otherwise, your quarterback gets hit.
On second down, here's Carr. Forced out to his left. In the middle of the field, he's got Nelson. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one goes for 36 yards.
And Derek Carr just keeps improving. He can be dangerous not just inside the pocket, but as we see here, outside of it as well.
Kid born in California, played his high school ball in Texas, had quarterback written all over it. Carr now on first down. That is incomplete.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Carr. And brought in by the tight end Cole. Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. Carr to throw again. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Melvin Ingram able to get him down behind the line of scrimmage, and it'll be 4th down. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll go for it. It's Carr being chased out left. He can run for it, and he will. Defensively, a bit of a collapse, allowing the 4th down play to result in 23 yards.
Partner, it's often that man coverage is easier for a quarterback to run against. You get your receivers going downfield. Those guys are staying with them, and oftentimes they have their back to the quarterback, which opens up a lot of space and room, and they don't even know that he's taken off with it. What a big-time pickup on that play.
Into the red zone, it's Carr. And he's got his tight end, Cook, in the end zone. Touchdown, Raiders. Jared Cook, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Raiders drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Carlson now to kick this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. So Rivers will lead the Chargers up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. A first down throw here for Rivers. Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards on the play.
Defense gives up a touchdown the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. First down, Rivers. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. And a nice gain of 21 yards. A nice little completion there by Phillip Rivers. And you and I were reading the article yesterday, 5th grade. Rivers had to do a project where he had to make a poster about his dreams and aspirations. So he clipped out a football player from a magazine article and pasted his face on the helmet. That's what he wanted to be, and it turned out okay.
Not so bad. Not so bad at all. Remember, he's the son of a coach. And on that play, I think he made the old coach proud with that completion.
Rivers now on 2nd down. And this is incomplete. The intended receiver there, Allen. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, they come in bunches.
On 3rd down, this is Melvin Gordon. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. A nice run leaves them just inches from a first. Could they possibly be tempted to try this on 4th and about a foot? The field goal unit's going to stay put on the sideline. They're going to go on 4th down here. Now it's a bootleg with Rivers. And Allen's got it. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Extra point right down the middle, and we are tied at 7. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out, and that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
It takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now Carr. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. 23 yards on the play.
That was a terrific catch. I mean, to go up there and get it one-handed like that, but I almost want to go into that riff about back in my day, the gloves weren't quite like this.
When did gloves really become prevalent, just in general?
I think in the 80s. I think as we started to move through the 80s, especially as we got towards the latter part of that. But a lot of those were really like baseball batting gloves to begin with not much of a tacky area on the glove. In fact, there was none. I actually remember in cold weather games wearing the old scuba gloves, which you'd wear in diving, but they would split too easily in the course of a game. Then the glove manufacturers got smart and started adding to it, and here we are today.
Back to the air on second down. It's Carr. Dancing to his left. Now he'll throw deep left side. And a hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Fans do love the long ball, don't they? And he already found his guy once. Tried to give him another chance there, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. Couldn't connect, but as you alluded to, he does have that touchdown from earlier, trying to keep him in the rhythm. So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since. To throw his Carr. He completes it to Bryant. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. They give him 27 yards on the 3rd down conversion.
OP, yo, Chief. Hey, go down. 93.
They'll run it now out of the gun and give him about 3 as he gets it down to the 22-yard line.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
24. Is it? 7:34.
Carr to throw on second down. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Corey Legion able to get him for a loss of about 3. Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long.
Yo, Chief.
From the gun, it's Carr. Steps away to his left. And he fires one, but incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. The kick by Carlson is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
That's fielded in the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We'll come back to Southern California after this. So Rivers will lead the Chargers up 1st and 10, just shy of the 30.
Left. Round. Ready. Round 80. Keep it skinny.
They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Off the corner. Where'd he come from? Well, I guess he came off the corner, but really nice play.
I like when you're able to pose a question and answer it at the same time. That's exactly where he came from, but it's not something that you normally see. Most of the time, we're thinking about those guys covering pass catchers. In this case, he was a big factor in the run game. No gain.
Give him 12 yards there. The Chargers have a 1st down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
The catch, deservedly so, is going to get a lot of credit. but even more so because there's a defender there ready to make a play.
Yeah, just flat out muscled on that one.
380. Keep it skinny.
Rivers now to throw on first down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Tahir Whitehead. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. While we have a second, Charles, the Patriots, of course, back in the Super Bowl, getting the 37-31 victory over KC in the AFC title game. Great game, but, the Patriots...
nobody believes in them.
Yeah, right. They're playing that
right?
underdog card, but I thought it was funny because after the game, they asked Tom Brady, were you guys just trying to use that for your own motivation? He said no comment because they were. They know they're not the underdog.
They know it, but when you've been that great for this long,
you need something.
You got to find something different. And Tom Brady, I've got to give him credit. Somehow he made his team buy that and believe in it when no one else in the country did. And I think it really started with their first playoff game this year when the Chargers came to town. I know I picked the Chargers against them. A lot of people picked the Chargers. They took that as, well, no one believes in us. And everyone thinks we're not as good. They were just wrong about that part, as we were wrong about the Chargers beating them.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for an Oakland first down.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
Carl try it again on 2nd down. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. As the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long. Shotgun now for Carr. Buying time to his left. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more.
6-18.
They do go for it. It's Carr escaping the pressure right. He finds Roberts complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. He was true on his first. This a tough one from 49 yards away. Carlson able to put this one through. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Carlson now to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out comes the Chargers as they'll go on offense now to start this 3rd quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in.
There goes Melvin Gordon. Touchdown! Melvin Gordon, 75 yards. And the Chargers are an extra point away from moving out in front. Well called, well blocked, and then he just made a great play. That was an athlete going a long way.
Yeah, how about the suddenness, too, of just getting there and taking off and going? For the defensive guys, plays like that really hurt.
Point after, right down the middle. And that will put them on top here in the third. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. So here comes the Raiders offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. And I hate to point to that missed field goal from their last drive, but you look at the scoreboard, they would be in the lead if they had that 3.
Well, no doubt those points or those missed points do loom large. But here they're getting a chance for a makeup, aren't they? Almost like my time in school where I was always begging my teachers for a makeup exam. Here's their opportunity.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Here's Carr. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Joey Bosa in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon. Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down.
This offense really put themselves in a tough spot on 1st and 2nd down, needing long yardage to try and pick up a 1st down, and they ended up getting a great run. Explosive, picked up nice yardage. You don't expect to be in this situation on 4th down, but guess what? It all started with what happened on 1st and 2nd down. Really put them behind the 8 ball.
Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. Now Gordon on 1st down. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a 1st down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Took till the second half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17. Play fake to Gordon. Now Rivers. Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Tahir Whitehead. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Allen, the intended receiver. Well, partner, after the conference championship games, there was a lot of talk about the overtime rules, understandably so. Do you think that anything needs to be changed in the NFL overtime situation?
I don't think so. And you got to remember, I'm an old crone, all right? So here's the deal on it. The NFL jumped into popularity with an overtime game. The Baltimore Colts being the New York Giants. Back in, what was it, 1959, 58, 59? That's when the NFL really came into prominence, and it was sudden death. Allen Amici, the Colts got the ball, they scored. No one talked about anything but, boy, what an exciting game. As time went on, people started talking about fairness. So the overtime rule finally got changed. If you score first with a touchdown, the game's over. Otherwise, you keep playing. I think that's pretty cool. And in our 2 championship games this year, we had overtime in both. Tom Brady and the Patriots won the toss, went downfield, scored a touchdown, ball game. Drew Brees and the Saints won the coin toss, threw an interception. The Rams kicked the field goal and won. Defense still exists if you care to play it.
29.
Throwing on first down is Carr. And Bryant's got it over the middle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 more yards there and another first down. Carr now 8 of 15 through the air, but it's 1st and 10 here.
Yeah, 98's down. 58, 98.
They'll run it now out of the gun. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. They'll keep pounding here with Lynch. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well.
That's a lot of beef thundering downfield off of the toss play, and it takes me back to when I was a kid and watching USC play. Remember the old toss that they ran? They used to call student body right or student body left because everyone was out in front of the ball carrier. In fact, one of their favorite plays, it was called rose stem right or rose stem left, depending on the formation. 28 toss, and 28 toss was their bread and butter.
Carr gives to Marshall. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. It didn't happen on that play.
Carr now to throw. Caught by Nelson left side. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Jordy Nelson, 41 yards. And the Raiders have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion.
Raider 9. 93.
He's checking. Crash. Check.
They're going to try and run. And he will get into the end zone for the 2 points. And that helps. That gives him a 7-point lead. Carlson now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. And the Chargers coming out of the field now. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told them, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
Now a 2nd down throw for Rivers. Flush to his, and a big loss here as he's taken down. Frosty Rucker able to get in and run him down for a loss of 14. So it's 3rd and long for the Chargers and Rivers after the sack. from the gun. Rivers. He's airing it out for Williams. He's got a man complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 44-yard line. A big play on third down for the Chargers. And even 40 yards. On 1st and 10, Rivers. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Hunter Henry. And it's 2nd down. Charles, I think back to your earlier statement about the visitors being the underdogs needing to win that turnover battle. And this defense, they forced 2 turnovers so far. Big reason why they lead this game.
Yeah, and I know defenses always talk about getting turnovers in bunches, getting those takeaways. 2's not a bunch, but it's plenty in this game, exactly the formula they need. And I got to tell you, partner, I like it when you think back to something I said that actually comes true, that's actually right.
That happens more often than you might think. Now Rivers, caught left side, Williams. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Man, it's caught inside the 10. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll throw again. Rivers. And he's got it. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Antonio Gates, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. So now a big play coming up as the Chargers are going to go for 2. Back to throw. And it is caught. They got the 2 points, and with it, they've taken the lead. Well, they had guts to go for that, and they got it. Now, if you're the defense, you feel some major pressure, don't you?
Well, they put it on you, haven't they? They've told you you are the unit they believe in. We'll find out now if they can make it hold up. But, boy, just going for it in that spot.
I know, right?
Amazing.
Now the Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. The Raiders on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. He's back to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Hard throw, incomplete. So now it's 4th down and short, and whatever they do, run or pass it, they've got to pick up the first here.
Yeah, and you mentioned running it. That is still an option, but as you also said, they've got to do it quickly and get back to the line of scrimmage.
One score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Back to throw. And he finds Cook. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. Carr now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. A Raider first down, 17 yards. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the first, and stop the clock as well.
And you know in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the thinking, everyone's movements. But for a quarterback, he has to continue to be what we call a flatliner. Level in everything he does and read the clock, feel it in the pocket, and go at the appropriate time.
They'll look to throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. I guess you can't be afraid to take those chances late in the game. He tried to fit that one in there. Nice job, though, defensively.
But to your point, it was a nice job of knocking the ball away. But you're also right. You can't be afraid to take those chances. That means your guys going downfield to catch the ball, they've got to elevate their game and come down with these in order to keep your offense moving.
To throw, it's Carr. Being chased out left. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. The improv act there, good for 9. And now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1. Now Carr. Roberts with it over the middle. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game.
Monday down. 29. 29. Down. You ready?
Carr to throw. And it's caught. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Jordy Nelson with time running out. And the Raiders have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter.
How many people are watching this one right here who gave up? Because that score, they might want to try and rush back into this stadium.
Yeah, what looks like is going to be the game-deciding score, although a little bit of time left, so you can't count your chickens before they're hatched.
Well, they better come back in here and watch this one because you and I, we're not going anywhere. We want to see this one play out.
So now Carr, he'll lead the Raiders up to go for 2.
Deuce right, Chief. Switch. 93. 93.
They're going to keep it on the ground. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. So the inability there to get the 2-point conversion sort of leaves the door at least a little bit more ajar.
And puts the onus now on the kickoff team and the defense to make sure they don't give up a big play that puts them in position to lose.
Especially on this kickoff. Got to be careful. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short in the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases. Rivers now. A perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Now Rivers. Going underneath for Gordon. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. Now they burn the timeout. And they're kind of in that gray area where they might be able to get 2 plays in, but maybe just 1 play left in this ball game. We'll see. Rivers. Now a desperation throw. This is caught at the 20. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you were wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to